All right, hello. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to tonight's live stream. We're doing Nothing Like Starting Over Part 5. We got a lot of new songs for you tonight, a lot of different artists. But we're going to start off, excuse me for a second. We're going to start off tonight the way we usually do in this series with Our Satisfaction. Hello, Twigs. Good to see you. Some people like to hit the town on a Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light to some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning with Jesus on their tongue, their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside and listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit the road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. La right. Thank you guys so much. I see we're having some issues. Twig said kind of fuzzy. Let me look. Yeah, we got a weak connection here with me tonight. I'm not sure what that means for all of you. My mom said that on the phone it works okay, but on the laptop it doesn't. That's not very good. So we'll see how the night goes. Right now we're at, when I look at network connectivity here, it says 2 out of 5 bars, which is really not good. Usually 4 out of 5 is when we get problems. But we'll keep the show going as well as we can. Hopefully it stays relatively good. So I've added a whole bunch of new songs to the set list this time around. This first one is a breakout song from Ed Sheeran. If you remember way back when he was just a folk singer from England, not the biggest pop star in the world. This was his song. This is the A-Team. White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burned lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. And they say she's in the Class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand, going mad for a couple grams. She don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe she flies to the motherland, sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly. Ripped gloves, raincoat, tried to swim but stay afloat. Dry house, wet clothes. Loose change, banknotes, weary-eyed, dry throat. Call girl, no phone. And they say she's in the Class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand, going mad for a couple grams. She don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe she flies to the motherland, sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. An angel will die, covered in white, closed eye, hoping for a better life. This time we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line. Say she's in the Class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're all under the upper hand, going mad for a couple grams. She don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe we fly to the motherland, or sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly, to fly, for angels to fly, to fly, to fly, for angels to die. All right, so that was The A-Team by Ed Sheeran. I see that people are talking about the perfect duet that he did with Andrea Bocelli. I was not a big fan of that duet, actually. I felt like Ed Sheeran was kind of outclassed, and frankly, that song. I don't think that song really had the power for like an Andrea Bocelli part in it. I say if you're going to collab with people, collab with equals, you know. All right. Well, another artist that I finally got into my app here was Ellis Paul. Finally. So I'll sing a song of his that I don't think I've ever done. I gotta figure out the key, because I don't think I ever... I've never done this song live or anything before, but I'm going to give it a shot here. This is one of my favorite songs by Ellis. This is called Home. That night the walls were speaking, the pipes inside them creaking, told a secret that was rising in the hall. And you lay beside me sleeping, with the dreams that you were keeping. Smoke was in the stairwell outside the wall. We had moved in just November, the first night I remember. We lit a candle, laid a mattress on the floor, and we toasted to our savings, to adulthood, to behaving, to this house with drafty windows, creaking doors. Home, the woman across the table. Home is dreaming in my sheets. Home, this house is just an address. You're my home. So we stood like statues staring. The sirens came in blaring. The Johnsons brought us coffee for the cold. And somewhere I heard some singing. It was my radio alarm clock ringing with a wake-up call singing to my soul. And home is the woman across the table. Home is bringing in my sheets. Home, this house is just an address. You're my home. Can't believe I'm thanking Jesus as I watch the roof come on down, but I can put back all the pieces as long as you're around. Home sits across the table. Home is dreaming in my sheets. Home, this house is just an address. You lift me from all sadness. This house is just an address. You're my home. You are my home. All right, so that was Home by Ellis Paul. And Twig said, great song, so sorry about that fire. I would assume you knew the story of that song. That house that he describes here didn't actually burn down or even catch on fire at all. It was a house that he had bought when he first got married, and when he wanted to have kids, he realized that the house could not, the house was old and it was like a death trap for those kids. So they had to move out, and the only way he could get over it was to burn it down in a song. So that house in particular did not actually burn down, although the one in Fire Alarm Fire on the 4th of July did. But, oops, sorry about that. I thought I had turned that off. All right, I'm going to move on to another fairly new artist that I put up on my repertoire here. And that is Indigo Girls. When I was a kid, we had some Indigo Girls playing in the house, and kind of followed me a little bit throughout. We had a copy of Rites of Passage that would once in a while be played on our old stereo system that used to be in this room, actually. And like all the other stuff I used to listen, that my parents used to listen to as a kid, it was kind of fused into my musical DNA. So I'm going to sing Galileo for you. Galileo's head was on the block. The crime was looking up the truth. And as the bombshells of my daily fears explode, I try to trace it to my youth. Then you had to bring up reincarnation over a couple of beers the other night. Now I'm serving time for mistakes made by another in another lifetime. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach that kind of light. I call on the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight. I think about my fear emotion, which I never could explain. Some other fool across the ocean years ago must have crashed his little airplane. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach that kind of light? I call on the resting soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight. I'm not making a joke. You know me, I take everything so seriously. If we wait for the time till our souls get it right, then at least I know there'll be no nuclear annihilation in my lifetime. I'm still not right. I offer thanks to those before me. That's all I've got to say. 'Cause maybe you squandered big bucks in your lifetime, now I have to pay. But then again, feels like some sort of inspiration to let the next life off the hook. She'll say, look what I had to overcome from my last life. I think I'll write a book. How long till my soul gets it right? Can any human being ever reach the highest light? Except for the restless soul of Galileo, king of night vision, king of insight. All right. Whew. That took a little bit out of me. That was Galileo by the Indigo Girls. And as mentioned in chat, not to be confused with Ellis Paul's Did Galileo Pray. That song is actually about Galileo. The Indigo Girls song is sort of about him, but it's more about the narrator's point of view. All right, I'm gonna play this next one here. There's another Ed Sheeran tune that I really, really like. I personally think that Ed Sheeran's best songs are his quieter folk tunes for the most part. And this song here, which was this song here was actually a cut track from I think it was his Divide album, if I remember correctly, and it's called Nancy Mulligan. It's a song that he wrote about the story of his grandparents when they got together. So here's hoping I can play this one, because it's very much in a very much in a like a Irish Celtic style. In fact, if I remember correctly, he has a Irish Celtic band backing him up on the studio version of this song. But nonetheless, here is Nancy Mulligan. I was 24 years old when I met the woman I would call my own. 23 grandkids now growing old in the house that your brother bought you. On the summer day when I proposed, I made the wedding ring from dentist gold. And I asked her father, but her daddy said no, you can't marry my daughter. She and I went on the run, don't care about religion. I'm gonna marry the woman I love down by the Wexford border. She was Nancy Mulligan and I was William Sheeran. She took my name and then we were one down by the Wexford border. Well, I met her at Guys in the Second World War, and she was working on a soldier's ward. Never had I seen such beauty before. The moment that I saw her, Nancy was my yellow rose, and we got married wearing borrowed clothes. We got 8 children now growing old, 5 sons and 3 daughters. She and I went on the run, don't care about religion. I'm gonna marry that woman I love down by the Wexford border. She was Nancy Mulligan and I was William Sheeran. She took my name and then we were one down by the Wexford border. Snow-white streaks in her jet black hair. 60 years I've been loving her. Now we sat by the fire in her rolled-on chairs. You know, Nancy, I adore you. From a farm boy born near Belfast town, never worried about the king and crown, 'cause I found my heart upon the southern ground. There's no difference, I assure you. She and I went on the run, don't care about religion. I'm gonna marry the woman I love down by the Wexford border. She was Nancy Mulligan and I was William Sheeran. She took my name and then we were one down by the Wexford border. All right, that was Nancy Mulligan by Ed Sheeran. Here's another Ed Sheeran song. I did add quite a few of those. This one is more of like an emotional release song, I think. Let me give a detailed tuning of this before I continue on here. This song is called I'm a Mess. And boy, is that the truth. All right. Oh, I'm a mess right now, inside out, searching for a sweet surrender, but this is not the end. I can't work it out. How? Going through the motions, going through us. And oh, I've known it for the longest time. All of my own words, all of my words are all over, written on the signs. But you're on my road, walking me home, 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 home. See the flames inside my eyes, burn so bright. I wanna feel your love. No, easy, baby, maybe Put your faith in my stomach. I messed up this time late last night, drinking to suppress devotion with fingers intertwined. I can't shake this feeling now. We're going through the motions, hoping you'll stop. And so I've only caused you pain, I know, but all of my words will always be low. Of all the love you spoke, you're on my road, walking me home, 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 home. See the flames inside my eyes, they burn so bright, I wanna feel your love. No, easy baby, maybe I'm alive. For tonight I wanna fall in love. Put your faith in my stomach. For how long I love my lover. For how long I love my lover. Now, for how long I love my lover. Now, for how long I love my lover. Now. I feel love, feel it over now, and I feel love, feel it over now, and I feel love, feel it over now, and I feel love. How long I love my lover. Now, for how long I love my love. All right. That one also took a bit out of me, but I'll slow things down a little bit for this next song. That was I'm a Mess by Ed Sheeran. And go back to an original tune for you. This song actually just debuted in a YouTube video that was put up by Harbortown Music. I did a showcase for them at NERFA earlier this year, and now they're highlighting individual parts of that showcase on their music channel on YouTube. So they just released a video of this. This is Heaven on Two Wheels. Straight and narrow country road, green and gravel, all that's seen. Sky of blue and homes of white, clearings few and far between. The pedals steady as a glide, a balance learned from long ago. Generations passed it down, hard and fast or soft and slow. Very few can break this seal. It's just you and this heaven on two wheels. Heaven on two wheels. Wind blows by a chiseled face, salt and pepper on your head. Young with just a touch of old, shows the life with which you led. A soulful song you carried on was only ever sung by you. The passers-by where motors run are guessing less than 62. Many pass your steady heels, but one will touch your heaven on two wheels. You're heaven on two wheels. Cell phone rings, four wheels fly past the low speed limit sign. Looks away for just a touch. Luck ain't on your side this time. A crunch of metal, skin and bone breaks the silence of your way. The dust, it settles back to earth. Your blood settles in the clay. Your soul weaves right by this field, and you climb up to heaven on two wheels. To heaven on two wheels. Broken family split for good. You got no chance to mend your home. And Friday nights are not the same without the voice you made your own. But we remember all the times you bared your soul for us to hear. And for me you gave the world through your words and through your cheers. So let your spirit be revealed each time I arrive, my heaven on two wheels. 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 All right, that was Heaven on Two Wheels. I see Joe Aiken is here. Thank you so much for bringing in with me tonight. All right, I'm going to give this next one a try. This is another one I had never played before. It's so nice to meet an old friend and pass the time of day and talk about the hometown a million miles away. Is the ice still in the river? Are the old folks still the same? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the morning came, do you remember if she dropped a name or two? Is the home team still on fire? Do they still win all the games? And by the way, did she mention my name? Is the landlord still a loser? Do his signs hang in the hall? Are the young girls still as pretty in the city in the fall? Does the laughter on their faces still put the sun to shame? And by the way, did she mention my name? Did she mention my name just in passing? And when the talk ran high, did the look in her eyes seem far away? Is the old roof still leaking when the late snow turns to rain? And by the way, did she mention my name? My name just in passing. And looking at the rain, do you remember if she dropped a name or two? Would you say hello from someone? There'll be no need to explain. And by the way, did she mention my name? All right, that was Did She Mention My Name by Gordon Lightfoot, one of his earlier tunes. All right, going to keep rolling along with another Ellis Paul tune for you tonight. All right, this is Rose Tattoo. I got laid off, it's Monday, and I'm calling to tell you it don't sit with me well. I feel like I failed you. You say we got each other, that's plenty enough, and I know it's true. We've got one kid coming and one still in diapers. It's a rainy drive home. One good wiper, leave the porch light on. I need a beacon just to pull me to you. If I ever lost you, I would be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose tattoo. Rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo. The economy's crashing and this poor boy is laughing 'cause there's nothing to lose. We don't live in no mansion, there's no bling to put on, only Walmart fashion will do. Inside the house, the baby's screaming and the pasta is steaming, and I look through the windows. Feels like I'm dreaming. You pull the door open, say, Daddy, when you're coming home. If I ever lost you, I would be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo. You say we'll fight for the best case scenario, and then you put VENMO on the stereo. Sure, there's trouble in the boardrooms, trouble in the factories, trouble in the alley out back. We've got love in these patterns, love is what matters, and baby, I got your back. I got your back. I've got your back. Hey, I've got your back. never lost you, I would be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo. All right, that was Rose Tattoo by Ellis Paul. Do another one, another Ellis tune for you. This one goes back a little bit more. Let's see if this works. Was a summer night, I took off in my old man's car, rolled the windows right on down, cranked up the radio, chased the meteors on a dirt road out of town. Tonight, there's a bonfire in Walker's Field. Tonight, in the firelight, our dreams reveal. Tonight, you can chase away your high school years, shadows dancing wildly at the scene. But I never knew right then just what it means to be 18. Voice of Jimmy Aberdeen still washes over me. He had a laugh like a thundercloud. He's holding blue spray paint. Now Jimmy was no saint, but he could always draw the crowd. That night we climbed the water tower in Walker's Field. That night, above the lights of town, our fates were sealed. That night, Jimmy fell down through the darkness. An ambulance brought silence to the scene, and they carried off the life and broken dreams of Jimmy Aberdeen. Cabbie taps the glass. We're outside my reunion hall. He leaves me to the night. I count the satellites. I see the tower looming tall. Tonight, I'm taking on my memory. Tonight, I climbed the water tower for all to see. That night, I painted steel with cobalt blue. spelling out my graduation year. Above the highway that took me out of here, I finally think that I really know just what it means to be 18. 18. 18. All right, that was Ellis Paul's 18. One more Ellis Paul tune, then I'll mix it up a little bit. This one's a somewhat later one, deep cut. This is called River Road. There's a golden moon rising in the fields, a scarecrow highway, back roads. I'm lost on empty, hungry for a meal and a taste of a day not wasted. When I'm down, I let my wheels roll around. I come running to you and I roll my windows down. Would you like to know how it feels to trade your wings in on some wheels? Come with me and we'll take a ride. Stick your hand out the passenger side down the river road. Clear water flows down on the river road. It's where I want to go, down the river road. There's a moth in the porch light, the curtain window pane. Your eyes in the screen door, they tell me all I need to know. You step out in the night air and call me by my name. The crickets cry their alibis, come run with me. Step out, I let the wheels roll around. I come running to you and I roll my windows down. Would you like to know how it feels to trade your wings in on some wheels? I've got the keys, let's take a ride. Stick your hand out the passenger side down a river road. Clear water flows down on the river road. It's where I want to go, down the river road. River road. All right, that was Ellis Paul's River Road. I'm going to skip a couple songs because we're running a little late tonight. Let's do our last two. This next song is by an artist named Hunter Hayes. He was a big country singer for a little while, and he had a big hit called Wanted back in 2012. But I personally think he's one of the best guys in the country scene. But this song is called Nothing Like Starting Over. And if that sounds familiar, that's where I got the name of our live stream series right now. So I'm going to give this a shot. See if I can do this. I haven't done this in a long time. Okay. So here is Nothing Like Starting Over. Hit me last night like a ton of bricks. If this is really it, this is starting over. There's no shoulda, coulda, woulda, said this, done that. No turning back, no more wonder. No harm done, no hard feelings. Maybe some other time, but it gives me some peace of mind. If that was the end of the ride, I'm getting back in line. 'Cause I'm telling you, there's nothing like starting over. There's nothing like shedding a heartache, writing a new page to say what you want to say. There's nothing like a heart wide open, that bittersweet comfort of knowing you can let go and take the weight off your shoulders. There's nothing like starting over. There's nothing like starting over. Love's got a way of letting you know when it's time to hold on or time to let go. Tells you so. It's the cold and the kiss of looking away to say what you mean. Well, you mean what you say. I don't really know. It's time to reset, rethink, reposition. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just a condition. It's a science of love. Fly when we fall through it all. Turn with the tide, 'cause it's free on the other side. There's nothing like starting over. There's nothing like shedding a heartache, writing a new page to say what you want to say. There's nothing like a heart wide open, that bittersweet comfort in knowing you can let go and take the weight off your shoulders. There's nothing like starting over. There's nothing like starting over. Starting over. Yeah. One is a lonely number, kinda makes you wonder how starting back in zero can feel so nice, but it feels just right. 'Cause there ain't just nothing like. There's nothing like starting over. There's nothing like shedding a heartache, writing a new page to say what you want to say. There's nothing like a heart wide open, that bittersweet comfort of knowing you can let go and take the weight off your shoulders. There's nothing like starting over. 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 All right. So that was Hunter Hayes, Nothing Like Starting Over. I'm going to do one more for you, then we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for being here. I see Bob is here. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's always great to see you here. But for those of you who are new here, I want to thank you very much for coming out. My name is Kyle Hancherik. I do these streams once a week, coming to you from Warwick, New York. I want to thank you very, very much for coming in. If you're interested in helping out the stream series in any way you like, one way is to leave a like on this video and to share it with wherever you're tuning in from. I broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So thanks very much for joining me tonight. If you want to get to know a little bit more about what I'm doing, you can join my mailing list at kylehancherik.com/mailing-list. There will be a newsletter coming out very soon to update you on certain things that have been going on with me. If you want to financially support the show, if possible, you can become a patron at patreon.com/Kyle Hancherik, or you can leave a tip, one-time tip, on either PayPal, paypal.me/Kyle Hancherik, or on Venmo at Kyle Hancherik. If you're not able to give financially, don't worry about it. It's not a requirement for being here. And I know times are a little bit tough still. But we're going to keep these shows moving along here. Next week, we're going to be back here again, same time, same place. And once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll put that reminder on there. Next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, same time as always, same place. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much, Bob. Yeah, my birthday isn't for another week and a half or so. But thanks anyway. It's always greatly appreciated. All right, moving right along here, we're going to close out with How You Say Goodbye. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you again next week. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this screen plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded, no room for wanting more. My sad goodbyes that's spoken through this stadium ensures the temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes and a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can't fit in this old room. But as I turn to leave, I'll find the strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. and the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. The swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thank you guys so much. It's great playing with you guys again tonight. Once again, we'll be back again. We'll be continuing the Starting Over series next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. as usual. I thank everybody who came out tonight. Big thanks to Robert Wagner. Sorry, I got that wrong. Robert Sagerer. Sorry about that. Joe Aiken, Twigs, as always. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been great to play for you guys tonight. And we will continue this again next week. I'm so glad you guys could be here with me tonight. We'll be back again very, very soon. So hope to see you guys then. Peace and love, you guys. Take care.